All right, we're back with another episode from the Tap In podcast with your boy Miles Johnson. I have another great guest with me here today, your boy Johnathan Whorton. Amazing guy. Don't confuse him with the Wharton Center.
Hey.
But Jonathon Whorton, man, he's here straight out of Detroit, man. Let's clap it up for him, man.
Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
All right, John. So you know why we here. People don't, but go ahead, explain who you are, what you do, in your roles.
Got you. So, like my good brother Miles said, my name is Johnathan Whorton. I am the 31st and current chapter president of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated's Kappa Delta Lambda chapter, seated right here in Lansing, Michigan, as well as the chief deputy probate register for Ingham County. So I'll say all that to say we do a ton of work here in the community and only look to uplift even further.
And when you say we,
By we, of course, I mean the Ice Cold Brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
that's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Of course, you as well.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit deeper, man, about your history, your journey. Because I don't think I've ever asked you, man, but like, what really got you interested in Alpha?
Man, so I have to be honest. I would say it was more subconscious more than anything else. So growing up, like you said, from Detroit, I had a ton of teachers and male influences around me.
Black?
Absolutely. Black men.
And like when you was growing up at school?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
That's what's up.
So attended Cass Tech.
Shout out to CT.
CT, man. Green and white always on my heart.
All right.
So one of my best friend's dad, his name is George Davis, Alpha Man, pledged at Epsilon chapter at University of Michigan.
Okay.
And he made it clear from jump. He was like, hey, man, you know, you're getting ready to go off to college. If you do anything, it better be an Alpha Man. I was like, you know, tell me more about that. What does
Right.
that even look like? Like, what is this? I didn't grow up in a family where, you know, the majority of my family or anything went to college. So I kind of had a
Are you first generation?
first generation. Yes, sir.
All right. Bet.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you, man. I owe all that to God, to my mom, single mom, worked really hard, single mother of 4 on a teacher's salary. We all
Okay.
had the opportunity to go to college. She did her thing.
She definitely did.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Shout
that.
out to Mon Dukes.
Absolutely. But I had men like Brother George Davis and other actual teachers at Cass Tech. And I didn't even know at the time all of what they were and what they were about, but it was something about them. It was their aura. It was the way that they carried themselves that really took it there for me to the point, I'm in college. I'm talking to my mom. I'm like, hey, I've been to this group on campus. They have like these great events talking about the prison, the high school to prison pipeline.
You first heard about that in college?
Yes.
I just told some high school students about that.
Yes.
That's important, but go ahead.
It is important. And it's
go ahead.
important that we feed it to them from jump so that they understand that there are systems and institutions at play that could form as a trap for them.
Could you explain the prison to school pipeline in a quick TED talk for the viewers?
In a very brief sense. So the school to prison pipeline is very similar to like a poverty trap, whereas there are a ton of instances around you that will configure your way as a developing young individual right into the institution of prison and jails, and it'll keep you there. As some people are aware, if you have felonies, it shows up on your records when they're doing background check searches. And that's something that might make an employer hesitant to hire you. Also can impact some of your voting rights, which of course we're very passionate about as members of Alpha Phi Alpha.
Absolutely. But back into your journey into Alpha.
Yeah, man.
You had what was the teacher name?
My teacher's name was Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay, another one, a mentor.
Yeah, George Davis.
George Davis. That's what it was. Okay. So you in college? He like, bro, you better not do nothing but Alpha.
Yeah.
So what was that like for you? You got to tell them where you went, though.
Sure.
I mean, I know, but they don't know.
Got you. Went to Michigan State University, go green.
Go white.
Yes,
absolutely.
Sir. And that was where I really got to see the brothers in action. Shout out to the Zeta Delta chapter at Michigan State. They were the brothers on campus that were hosting good quality events. Again, addressing real pertinent issues such as civil and voting rights related issues, that school to prison pipeline that I discussed earlier. And if you name it, those brothers were taking the initiative to bring those resources directly to the community on campus.
Okay. So you at Michigan State.
Yeah.
You like, man, I love Alpha. They doing it. They got the events. It's slapping. What was that like for you to see other black men in college at a PWI putting on, for the culture like that?
Sure. And I'm glad you brought up that PWI component.
Yeah, because they don't understand.
Yeah.
PWI, real quick, predominantly white institution, if
Absolutely.
you don't know.
Absolutely. And somebody that was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, I'm used to seeing my chocolate brothers and sisters out there. So I'm used to interacting with us and our culture being the most prevalent culture and genuinely understood at all times. So operating this PWI, it's a sense of community that the black community on campuses bring. And Divine Nine culture, especially those brothers, for me, at Michigan State University, were able to instill, creating a safe space for us to interact with each other, have a good time, educate ourselves, and grow as individuals and leaders.
Yeah,
I needed that.
They hold it down.
Yeah,
for the community at PWIs, for sure. Even at HBCUs, I would say, but
oh yeah,
they hold it down. Period.
Oh yeah, shout out to the HBCUs. We love y'all.
Yeah, we
love
do.
y'all.
We do. So all right, so you in college, loving the energy. At what point did you cross?
So I crossed fall 2019 at the Kappa Delta Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Gotcha.
So for those who may not know, Alpha has undergraduate chapters and alumni chapters. And alumni chapters are individuals that have either crossed in undergrad or crossed into those alumni chapters, of which you have to have at least a bachelor's degree from an accredited four-year institution. Absolutely.
So graduate chapter, I think you had said it, but they always end with the Lambda. So for those of y'all that, interested in Alpha, specifically for Alpha, all of our graduate chapters end with Lambda. So if you're thinking, I'm about to cross at whatever university, but they got a Lambda on it, that's probably the city chapter and not the school's chapter.
Right.
Just for quick education. But I brought you here, though, John, because I wanted you to explain what is Greek life, and I wanted your perspective specifically because you're the president of your chapter, of our chapter, excuse me.
Yeah.
You're the president of our chapter, and I also want you to highlight what it really means to be Greek.
Sure.
Because I feel like you do it at a high level.
Thank you, brother.
Right? You just came off a 3-win, right?
Hey,
My boy is 3-0 right now.
Yeah.
So, tell them, let's say all right, we sitting here, right? I'm not Miles.
Yeah.
I'm a third grader, right, that goes to Wexford Montessori School.
Sure.
John, what's Alpha?
What's Alpha? I would say this to any individual, so I'm glad that you phrased it just like that. Alpha is this idea that men who are college educated can come together from any background and work towards a common goal of uplifting our community, of developing our leaders, and promoting brotherhood. So in terms of that, what does that look like in practice? That looks like our 11 uninterrupted years of deliveries with the mobile food pantry in conjunction with the Lansing food pantry. That looks like for the past 24 months, collaborating with the East Lansing and Lansing Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated chapters for our First Wednesday food pantries, where we delivered over 1,600 to over 1,600 families food when they were in need. What does that look like? That looks like giving out over $15,000 in scholarships over the past 3 years. What does that look like? That looks like us being in the community, welcoming our students back at schools like J.W. Sexton, like Pattengale University, Pattengale Middle School. That looks like us during Real Men Reading Month, going in and reading to our children so that they can see black men in suits, black men well dressed and educated, speaking directly to them, so that they know that they can do that too. So when you ask what Alpha is this idea that we can be better than what we've seen and be the leaders for tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I'm still a third grader, so
Got you.
y'all dance?
So do we dance? We do have, I don't want to call them choreographed, but cultural dances, like stepping, like strolling. And yes, the Alphas are the coldest in the land, just so we are clear. The crispiest moves, absolutely.
What's strolling?
So strolling is what I would say a younger generation, maybe like the 90s forward, do in conjunction with each other. Yeah, man.
You think you could stroll at my school?
Absolutely, because we got it like that.
You got it like that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I need you to come to Wexford.
Ain't no problem. We there at the monastery. Say less.
Cool. Cutscene, not a third grader anymore. Back to Miles Johnson. So I wanted to ask you, that was great, by the way. If I was a third grader, not gonna lie, you would have lost me at conjunction for sure.
Got you.
But when you said Alpha is this idea and you did that part and then you went to the big words, I felt like that was cool because you told me what the idea was. It was like, all right, I don't know what you're saying with these big words,
but I know it's something.
I know it's something. Yeah, like that's what I was getting the vibe. So that was good.
Got you.
Now I don't want you to go to Wexford. I mean, I do. You could do Wexford too, but
crying.
I actually want you to come to Sexton.
Okay.
And I want you to come to Harry Hill.
Okay.
Because I had this young man, bro. I'm in the class telling him about entrepreneurship, right? Mm-hmm. And I think I had like an Alpha jacket on or something like that. And he was like, hey, you be like stepping, like you know? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, he like, can you do something? I'm like, I don't really like strolling by myself. Like, it look weird, dude. I was about to actually stroll on camera, but I'm like, it's kind of,
unless the bros are with you.
Yeah, it don't really hit, like, you know. It's tight space right here, but anyway, he said something crazy like, do y'all swap blood? I'm like, bro, don't nobody ever swap blood. That's wild.
Nah.
That's like AIDS, bro. Like, who's doing that? What?
Yeah, nah. That's weird. That's gross, and that's weird.
Right. So, again, why I brought you here is because I wanted you to educate anybody else, any naysayers, anybody that watched the dang on, what's that movie?
Which one? Oh,
Burning Sands. Anybody that's watching TikTok, listening to all the whistleblowers.
Right.
Tell them the real, man. Like, what does it mean to be Greek?
Yeah. So, first, to address whatever controversies that individuals that either, one, don't know what we do or what we're about, or two, people who join for the wrong reasons. So, one, there's no blood swapping. That's weird. I'm actually a real germaphobe. I don't do that. There's no, like, swapping eggs and you know, jumping into a pool and all that other weird jazz. What we do is we take very measured and intentional approaches to developing brotherhood. Now, what those approaches are, yes, I'm not able to disclose those at this time. If you want to learn more information, please reach out to your local Alpha chapter and see if you might be a candidate worthy of initiation to our great fraternity. But to those individuals that may consider themselves to be, as you stated, a whistleblower, somebody that's trying to, you know, raise the red flags, I again would say, one, that it's very likely that they've engaged in theatrics and have dramatized their experience and what it is they've done. Two, I would question if they did it for the right reasons, because to be clear, I'm a Baptist Christian. God is my God. Alpha is not my God. And we have so many.
Say that for the people in the back.
I'm gonna restate that, okay? Alpha is in no way, shape, or form my God. I went to church today. Okay, like that's my thing. That's my bag. Right. I love God. I love what I do, and we have so many members in the fraternity, in the chapter, even that are pastors, that are ministers, and what they do, how they lead their flock. It's not Alpha's word. This is God's word. Period. And they are great individuals. You know them. Brother Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., perfect example.
Right. Literally.
In no way, shape, or form was he a cultist person, but he believed in love for everybody and believed in God's message. So that's my response.
All right. Well, also another thing I want to say, we gotta put the bag drop. He dropped the bag on that one.
Hello, everyone. This is Joshua Southern, owner, engineer, producer here at Risky Studios. And Risky Studios, it's a place where you can be yourself. You can be creative. You can, make your wildest dreams come true. So come join us in the heart of East Lansing. Go green, go white, go Spartans.
All right, we back. Short break, short intermission. Camera got too hot. I guess it's just a room, man. But either way, John, man, non-Hazel organization that we're a part of. That we're a part of, but that you're speaking about. Being Greek. Let's really dive into Greek life, okay?
Okay.
So you got Alpha.
Yeah.
What are the other organizations? Let's just say I didn't know.
So we have Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Okay.
Of which my fiance is part of. Shout out to you, baby.
Hey, here we go. Okay.
Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to go through the whole list?
Yeah.
You might have to tag in, bro, because, it's really just Alpha for me.
Okay. All right. Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
Yeah, definitely them. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Okay, moving forward. Might have to cut.
All right. No, shout out to y'all, man. No hate. All right.
Got to edit this out. But
no, I love my fellow Greeks, man.
yeah, man. Same. Shout out to Omega Psi Phi. Shout out to Sigma Gamma Rho, Zeta Phi Beta, and Iota Phi Theta. Shout out to them too.
All right. Io Phi Theta what? Fraternity?
Yeah.
Right. Fraternity Incorporated.
Shout out to them.
So that's Divine Nine.
Yeah.
And they make up the nine. So what is MPHC?
So the MPHC stands for the National Panhellenic Council. So what that is a conglomerate collaboration of all of the D9 organizations. So each of us have representation there. It's an actual council. So it's set up with similar to Robert's Rules of Order. There's a president, vice president, secretary, recording secretary, all that stuff.
Okay.
So it operates as its own separate organization, but we all comprise and bring things to it.
So let's just say not Greek.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, John, I want to be an Alpha, bro. Right?
Yeah.
But you're telling me
Makes
if
sense.
I join Alpha,
Yeah.
it do make sense. But if I join Alpha, all of a sudden I'm a part of the MPHC, which is technically the Divine Nine.
Sure.
So do I have to pay dues to that? What does that look like?
So the MPHC, for those who may not know, chapters comprise those MPHC organizations. So we pay dues. So for example, Lansing MPHC, our chapter of the Lansing Alphas, we are a dues-paying member of that organization. So that's what gives us our voting rights and all those things, be able to run for offices, things of that nature.
Okay. So the work just doesn't stop once you become an Alpha.
No. Yeah, it only begins, man. I've been in the game 4 years. Like I said, 31st chapter president. I've been the secretary. I've been the central area director for the past 2 years. So that's for making sure we're in compliance with my chapter, say the Delta. As you said it, yesterday, won Alumni Brother of the Year.
Okay.
Alumni Chapter of the Year.
Okay.
And our collaboration award with the undergraduate chapter. So the work, it only begins.
Hey, that's facts.
Yes, sir.
So what do you feel like you learned before joining Alpha till after you crossed till now? What do you feel like Alpha has taught you?
I would say through the process of becoming a brother of Alpha Phi Alpha, it taught me what brotherhood meant in a deeper sense. So I actually have an older brother who I love. We grew up in the same house, all that stuff. But there is something very, and I mean fundamentally different about the relationship that I had with my line brothers, for example.
Yeah.
Because here we are put together in this situation. Again, different backgrounds and walks of life. Got a brother from Chicago, Detroit.
Yeah.
The rivalries run deep, right?
Yeah, right.
But I love that man. That is my brother, unquestionably. I was one of the best men at his wedding. And it's not that, him and I are just polar opposites, but it's the fact that we are black men across this polarity experience in America. And we can say, hey, let's join together for the common goal of advancing our community. That's what I learned becoming a member of this organization. What I've learned since is that the work that goes into bettering our community, that goes into developing the members of the chapter, that is a ton of work. Not that it's not
a lot
something,
of work.
It's a ton of work. It's a ton of work. And as someone, I was the youngest chapter president when I became chapter president, age of 26. And what that looks like, the baton of leadership being passed on from someone 67 to a 26-year-old, we look at things entirely differently from a generational standpoint.
41 years.
Yeah, man. And that same brother is my brother, right? And it's brothers who've been in the fraternity over 50 years. They've seen Alpha through its many stages. And here we are in a new era, and we're just trying to, again, continue to uplift our community, to do the work, making sure that we are inspiring the next generation that comes behind us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, man. I feel like your answers to my questions are very thorough, and I feel like that is also something that I pulled away that Alpha has. I mean, you probably like that personally, but like definitely sharp. Like I feel like you like T.I. low key. Like
I appreciate it.
yeah, like you giving me T.I. vibes. Like use big words. Like low key smart. Like you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I'm gonna just shout out to God. That's God, and that's my mom again, the teacher, and my grandma, another teacher.
Grandma,
Education
she
important.
was an educator.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Trying to think of another question, man, that I got for you. But you know what? I'm more interested in John, though.
Sure.
I don't want to ask you no more Greek questions.
That's cool.
At least not for right now.
That's cool. That's not a problem, bro. What do you want to know about me? Or you just want me to go?
Didn't know you had an older brother.
Yeah.
So what does it feel like being the youngest?
Man, so I'm the youngest of four, actually. So,
Youngest of four?
Yeah.
John.
Yeah. That's just the game I live in.
You like
bro.
Batman. Like what?
It's the black and gold, bro.
Okay.
But, no, man, so all my siblings, all our first names start with J. So
Is that
Jason.
intentional or like?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Jason, Janae, Jaleesa, Jonathan. And my oldest brother is 14 years older than me. So we got a really good.
Oh, he like way up there.
Yeah.
Not
he
way,
old for
but
real.
like,
Let him hear this. He old for real.
Okay. All right.
But I love him though. But yeah, man, I grew up. Again, my mom's a teacher. She made sure that we knew how important it was that we went out and sought our education actively.
Yep.
She is also proud Cass Tech alum.
Okay.
Yeah. She made sure I saw
Blood
that
run
thing
deep.
through. Absolutely.
Okay.
We bleed green.
All four of y'all?
Nope. Some of them didn't find the light, bro. It's sickening like that, though. That's why I'm the favorite, right, Ma? But
all right, we're gonna leave that up to Ma. What y'all think in the comments? Put what y'all think. If y'all think he the favorite, put it in the comments real quick. All right, so you the favorite.
Yeah.
Youngest.
Yeah.
Got a lot to prove.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Amen.
Let's say like with your professional journey.
Sure.
What made you want to strive to be the best in your field? Because I feel like that's like something that you like. That's what you want.
Yeah.
You want to be the best.
Yeah.
Why that field though?
Bro.
I mean, I know the field, but like,
you know what I'm saying? Mamba mentality, bro.
Okay.
But on a serious note, going back to my mom, she made it clear that whatever we did in life, that we ought to be the best in what we do. So
bar for bar, that's what she told you?
Yeah.
Oh,
She'll quote that to you right now. Whatever you gonna do, you're gonna be the best at it. Don't play, don't dilly-dally, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's what we say in Detroit all the time.
Shout out to my Dukes.
Oh, yeah. So I already knew that I was going to push myself no matter what I did. Thankfully, I went to MSU. I fell in love with the Lansing community, never left. So in 2019, when I had my degree conferred from MSU, I started working at the 30th Circuit Court in downtown Lansing as a deputy court clerk. I did that literally March 2020. COVID happens. Everything shuts down. So here I am, young adult, just got my degree. I'm like, I don't know, is the world ending? Did I put all this time in my education just for like everything to fall apart?
Right. Especially with the courts.
Yeah.
Because they got shut down.
Yes, bro. And we have people and they have a constitutional right to a speedy trial. So the courts did their absolute best to make sure we could continue our operations. Again, Circuit Court handles domestic matters like child custody. It handles PPOs.
That's tough. And
a lot of stuff can be life and death, right? So, but we had a great administration staff and judges that saw us through that. In 2021, the opportunity came up for me to make the jump to probate court. And probate court handles guardianships, conservatorships, decedents estates, trusts, and mental health matters.
Okay.
And for me, that just gave me a better opportunity to be able to be directly involved with the community and things that I deemed critically important. And since January of this year, I'm the first Black chief deputy probate register in Ingham County's history. So I'm supervising staff and making sure we're in compliance with the state court administrative office. And yeah, man, it's been a journey.
That boy banging down doors, ain't he?
Hey, man, I'm trying.
Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So I want to kind of slide into our next segment. We're about to wrap up, kind of wrap down, or whatever you want to call it. We're going to call it wrap up. But let me grab my book of tricks. We're going to play a game.
All right.
Also, shout out to you on your professional journey.
Thank you.
I know it's not hard as a young Black man navigating, quote unquote, corporate America. Anything that's, I would say not McDonald's. I shouldn't say not McDonald's, but
higher skilled labor. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Feels like corporate America. So
yeah, man.
Shout out to you for navigating that.
Thank you, my brother.
All right, so. All right, can't drop that. So tell me. I'm sorry.
You good?
We got to tuck that. Cool. This game is called Apples or Oranges.
All right.
So I know. Just play the game. As you see, we got apples or oranges. Apples or oranges.
Okay.
Which one?
I'm gonna go with apples.
Okay. Peanut butter and jelly or grilled cheese?
Grilled cheese.
Lake or ocean?
It's gonna be the lake for me.
Wait, grilled cheese?
Absolutely.
Over the peanut butter and jelly?
Yes, bro. Every time.
Oh, that's nuts.
Bro, put some turkey in there.
All right. Ice cream or froyo?
Ice cream.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
My man. All right. The mall or the what's that? Strip mall. Like the indoor or the outdoor? Outlet or the mall?
Outlet.
Outlet for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
In and out.
Have you been to Atlanta?
Yeah.
All right. Now this is a cultural question.
All right.
Somerset or Lenox?
Lenox. I hate that for me, but Lenox. I'm already knowing.
I hate that for you too. I hate that for you too.
But yeah.
All right. I got like a couple more. All right. Vegetables or fruit?
Fruit.
You a fruit man?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite fruit?
Apples.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's convenient. All right. And then the last one, U of M or State?
It's go green all day, every day. Go green.
All right. Thank you for participating in that game.
Yes, sir.
I like, switching it up. It's a new segment I just added. I was
Gotcha.
like, I want to be a little bit more personal. I don't want to be too uptight. We already
People
comfortable
know.
on the couch, but
I feel you.
All right. So as we wrap up, is there anything else that you would like to say to the audience? Perspective, Greek members, Perspective Alphas, for that matter?
Yeah. What I'll say is put yourself out there. There are far too many individuals that keep their talents and their skills to themselves.
Absolutely.
When I think about where our community is right now, I can't help but think about how much further we would be if people stood up and stood out. So if you're thinking about joining a Greek letter organization, I hope that you are a quality person and would love to join the Brothers of the Black and Old Gold. Again, put yourself out there. Make sure you do your research on our organization. We've been around for all of us now for over centuries. So the important piece is that you do the history, you think about the notable members in these organizations, and you think about your why. Why did you want to become a part of these organizations?
Important.
Absolutely. Now that you can take that to the bank. Think about your why. And when you're able to articulate your why, that's when you may be ready to contact that chapter. But make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Don't let it be for the lights, the glamour, whatever, money or connections. Make sure you're doing it because you want to do some community building, that you want to be an actual contributor to our communities, because to be quite frank, we need it.
We do. Absolutely. Thank you for that word, John. Thank you for being on the podcast. It's another episode with your boy Miles Johnson on the Tap In podcast. We'll check y'all soon, man.
Yes, sir. 06 to the good bros.